Welcome back to Kingdom Cast. It's your host, Bad Luck Chuck. We are back at it again with another episode. Give you our post-game reactions. And we also got some breaking news as well from the organization. Country's now in this episode, unfortunately. Hopefully he'll interact with us some type of way during this episode. But I want to introduce my guy to the right, my guy Boogie.
Yeah.
And, let's get to it, man. Let's get to the recap. So before I go ahead and give you my viewpoints about the game, man, everybody knows that we lost in the end. We lost 30-24, unfortunately. We had a lot of miscues in this game, man. We had a lot of unfortunate, uncharacteristic miscues that we normally don't make. And it's kind of been like that so far this season. So, Boogie, man, I'm going to ask you, man, what did you think about what happened out there yesterday, and give us something from your perspective?
What's up, Chris?
What up, Chris?
I mean, I think the defense didn't play. I mean, the expectations for the defense is low for me. So, I mean, 30 points is what I'm saying. If we can keep people under 30. So, I mean, they did pretty good with what we did on offense. 2 red zone turnovers. That changed the game, man. Defense was playing. I mean, this is the first time we kept somebody under, 80 yards rushing?
Yeah.
Like, that haven't happened all year. So, defense has some type of positives, somewhat, I guess, for their standards. But offense lost this game. Too many turnovers. I mean, 4 turnovers. And we still could have won. But 4 turnovers, and we just wasn't good enough on offense. We ran the ball good. But Clyde fumbled. So, that kind of neutralized that.
All right, so here's my thing, man. Like you mentioned, we had 4 turnovers, right?
Mm-hmm.
The defense came out on fire. The first 2 possessions, they made the Chargers punt or whatever. But it's just that we did a poor job of taking advantage of them not moving the ball early on, man. Like, first drive, we was driving down the field, and then, the controversy with Marcus Kim dropping the ball. I mentioned how Mahomes, he really didn't really need to do all the no-look stuff. Now, the no-look, yes, it manipulated the defense a little bit. I felt like, he's trying to get a little Sports Center highlight or whatever, but even though the pass was a little behind Marcus Kemp, it still hit him in the hands. It still hit him in the helmet. So I felt like Kemp still could have caught that ball, regardless.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Mahomes, I mean, he didn't really necessarily have to do the no-look all the way, but it is what it is. That happened. All right, so the next possession, we get the ball back, and unfortunately, we was driving down the field, and unfortunately, Tyreek coughed it up, and I feel like ball security has been a big issue for this team at the beginning of the season. Man, we putting the ball on the ground quite a bit, and I just felt like we need to get better in that area moving forward as a team, because it's like we're shooting ourselves in the foot too much. And then after that, man, that's when the Chargers finally got a rhythm going. The thing is with the defense is they be having some communication breakdowns. These communication breakdowns are starting to become a bad habit, man. I know Big Red was mad during the game. He was talking about how the Chargers were able to quick snap, whenever they wanted, but it's not like we ain't seen teams quick snap before. We see it from Tom Brady and the Buccaneers quite often. Like, sometimes they'll get to the line and quick snap or whatever. So it's up to the defense to look out for those type of things. And a lot of times the defense wasn't getting set. They was busy trying to communicate, get everybody set, and they were just all confused, bro. So I feel like on that one, when Eckler scored, not Eckler, but when Keenan Allen scored at first, Sorensen was not in his spot, man. Like, that side of the field, that left side of the field was already covered. You know what I mean? What you going over there for? Nick Bolton, he had it underneath all the way. And I seen him try to jump the pass, but, Herbert pump fake, and Keenan Allen was open where Sorensen was supposed to be at. So that's just one communication breakdown. And then another breakdown was when Eckler got open out of the backfield. Hitchens was caught trying to communicate to everybody, get everybody set. Herbert recognized that he snapped the ball, and it was already too late for Hitchens to get over there. But the one thing that irritated me, dog, the 2-point conversion with Mike Williams, bro. Like, it's not like we ain't seen Mike Williams score a 2-point conversion before. We saw it a couple years ago on the Thursday night game that won the game. Like, how does this keep happening, bro? Like, what? How are y'all not getting set on defense when y'all come out the huddle, man? Y'all know who's out there coming out the huddle, man.
It's not even that they getting the 2. It's like they get the 2 and they make it look almost easy.
It was easy. It was easy, bro. I'm like, how do y'all not recognize Mike Williams is the only one open on that side of the field? How do y'all not see that? It was just crazy to me, bro. Like, it's things like that that's killing us, dog. It's things, the little things like that that's killing us as a team overall, bro.
I mean, defense just not good at all, man. I mean, Hitchens, I will say it was some people having some good games still. Like Hitchens had a good game. I was impressed with Hitchens. Like he was it seemed like he was way more aggressive this week. I love Hitchens playing for the most part. I mean,
yeah. What's up, Clarence? Yeah, man. I want to talk. Let's talk about Thornhill real quick, man. All right, so I did some investigating in regards to Juan Thornhill, man, and you know he might did to himself, man, because in week 1, this is from what I've heard. This is from somebody that was actually at the game. You know, after certain plays when the defense, you know, gave up like a 3rd down or a key conversion, you know, Juan was upset at his teammates. So allegedly, Juan flipped off one of his teammates when I guess one of his teammates trying to, you know, rap at him about the miscommunication or whatever, and Juan didn't like that. You know, Juan felt like it wasn't his fault on that or whatever. And then I guess Juan allegedly got to with the coaches too during the game as well. So he's kind of in the doghouse right now. You know what I mean? I figured the team would have got past all that after last Sunday against the Ravens, but this is an ongoing thing, man. And I don't know, man. I feel like he might be due.
Really ongoing, Chuck?
It might be, bro. Because look, yesterday he ain't played that many snaps on defense. He played most of the snaps on special teams.
You think this is like a punishment type thing?
I think it is, bro. I really think it is. Man, all right, James. I'm gonna address that too, dog. Nick Bolton stuff is crazy to me. Like, yes, has he been impressive every snap? No, he's made some mistakes too. But most of Chiefs Kingdom talking about this dude like he Ryan Sims out there, man. Yeah, it's just mind-boggling to me, man. Like the dude just got into the league, bro. Y'all ain't gonna give a chance to develop, man. And
yeah, he's not Ben Neiman, but I mean, he's not Derek Johnson either. Like, this is rookie year though.
Yeah, man. Like Nick Bolton, I'll give him credit in this matter. He's done pretty decent against the run, but at the same time, yes, his coverage needs to improve. I'm with everybody on that, bro. But I'm not concerned, man. I feel like when Willie Gay comes back, it will help mask a few things. But overall, man, Brett Veach, he really got to get on his P's and Q's as far as drafting on defense. Because one of the things I noticed yesterday too, dog, and really the first 3 games, we're not getting home. We're not getting home on the defensive line. Like, we're not getting any pressure. In order for Spag scheme to work, we got to get pressure. And we're not doing it, bro. Like,
Mike Dana looked good too, though. I mean, he got that sack and he was getting pressure, man.
He was the only one, really. I mean,
we counting on him to do that?
Yeah, that's the thing. We count on him, though. We count on him to consistently do that. I'm not saying he can't, but, you know, we count on Chris Jones to do that. We count on Frank Clark to do that if he's healthy.
Reed made a couple plays this week. I'll give him that. At least I heard his name. I finally heard his name.
Yeah, and I want to what's that? This is my nephew right here. You know, shout out nephew. Thanks for tuning in.
He was playing inside a little bit too, a little bit.
Yeah, but I think he's talking about full time. But my thing is this: if you try to move Chris back in full time, we need a defensive end to get home, dog. We ain't got no edge rushers for real, bro.
No,
I'm seeing all these edge rushers I'm seeing all these edge rushers throughout the league, bro. I'm seeing T.J. Watt get home. I'm seeing Myles Garrett get home. I'm seeing Chandler Jones get home. We ain't got that. We ain't got close to that in a
Chris
long
Jones
time,
is
bro.
I ain't going that far. Chris Jones is still there. I'm not going that far. He's
No, I'm
still
talking
that.
about somebody. I'm talking about somebody who's dominating the game by themselves, like
Chris
damn
Jones
near.
did that, and he does that. Chris Jones does that.
Listen,
I,
Chris has
go ahead.
done that, but we ain't seen him have a 5-sack game, bro. We ain't seen him have a four
Oh,
and a half sack game. I'm
I
talking about
mean,
them type of games. I'm talking about
yeah,
them
but
special
I
type of
mean, he
games,
got
bro.
that shit. Them sacks he did in that first game. I mean, I get what you're saying though. Chandler did have a crazy game. Yeah, everybody having crazy games. He ain't had a crazy game yet.
Yeah, I'm talking about them dudes, bro. I'm not saying Chris Jones still ain't one of the best interior defensive linemen in the league, but I feel he's better on the inside, bro. We gotta be honest. He's better when he's on the inside. Like the whole edge experiment was cool and all that, and you probably can still get away with using them in the edge once in a while, but he gotta get back to being inside more often. That's just me, bro.
I think I think on run downs, definitely obvious run downs, but shit, I like him at DN too. I mean, we don't got no like you said, we don't got no backup DNs like that. If Frank Clark end up, it ain't no point to keep saying that, but you know what I'm saying. That kind of changed everything, man.
Yeah,
That's it's dead, Chris. I think that's dead. That's just me. We'll see,
it might be, bro, because he talking about Juan gotta earn it. It's not like we know what that means, bro.
bro. Dirty Dan, he's a leader. That's what they gonna be saying. They gonna start talking that shit in a minute. You
Oh
know, I'm a
god,
Dirty Dan fan, but as the number one starter, that's crazy. They
that's
won't
gonna be
even look at
annoying, bro.
Juan, man.
That's gonna be annoying. Miko in the third for Eric Kendricks in Minnesota. Like,
I
I
don't
mean,
want to trade McCole, man. We can't. No,
I like
we
Eric
can't.
Kendricks, but mm,
We can't trade no receiver if we just signed Josh Gordon, bro. Come on, man.
yeah, we'll get the Josh Gordon in the sec too, man. I
But
wanna
what about
finish.
McCole? Talk about what you think about McCole this week.
So McCole, he got in the end zone, bro. Like he did what he's normally done since he's got in the league. You know what I mean? He's good at gadget plays. We know that. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
he more
So,
Tavon Austin than.
uh, man, he might be, bro. I don't know, man. A lot of people they started to be correct. You know what I mean? I'm not giving up on McCole, but
Yeah,
but I mean, but signing Josh Gordon definitely means something. And like I said, we'll get to him in a sec, bro. So
the run game looked good though. Like I said, besides the fumble, they was actually running the ball effective.
yeah. Um. Okay. My nephew said, "What does McKinnon have to do to get on the field?" I was shocked by that too, nephew. I was shocked by that myself, dude. Like McKinnon, I felt like he could have been a big part of this game plan. The way he was running the ball, and this is the thing that annoyed me today on Twitter. People gonna tell me, "Well, the Chiefs had 186 yards rushing." I'm like, "Yeah, they did, but they also could have got 250 yards rushing if they had simply stuck to the run a little longer." People talking about, "Well, Mahomes shouldn't have the ball a lot." I'm like, bro, I'm trying to extend careers here. I'm not saying Mahomes can't win the game 40 yards with 40 plus passes, but at some point that stuff not gonna work. Keep working, and we seeing that in these last two games, bro. Like with the Cowboys, they called more runs than passes against the Chargers, and it worked. It led them to the victory, and we should have been a lot closer to that, bro. Like 44 passes to 26 runs. That's still not balanced enough to me. I felt like Clyde could even had a bigger game if Andy had just stuck to the run a little more, in my
Yeah,
opinion,
I don't know if I want to feed Clyde like that though. Because
bro.
now we got to start asking: are they in his head too?
I don't know, man. And
They might
like,
not, but I'm just saying that's 2 straight weeks. You got to start asking them questions, regardless. They might not be, but 2 weeks straight. He haven't ever fumbled in his career.
yeah,
Well, this
I
year,
don't, I don't,
no, that was career. He never fumbled in his career.
yeah, you're right, bro. And it's like, I'm just gonna say this, man. The chart when he fumbled the ball, I feel like it was just good. It was just good ass hit by the Chargers.
I think he
That's
said
how I
that
saw
too.
it. That's how I saw it, bro. I mean, I'm not really gonna put all that on Clyde, man. Clyde, he played well from the circumstances he had to face with. So, at the end of the day, man, I always tell people this: it's when you run the ball. It's when you pass the ball, bro. Like you can look at the box score and talk about time of possession and all that. It's like it's when you control the clock. When the Chiefs got back in the game, they had an opportunity to control the clock and control the game in general, and they didn't do a good job of doing that, bro. Let's just be honest. They didn't. We had long drives. Yeah, we had long drives, but at the same time, dude, like I don't know, bro. Again, the miscues. The miscues is terrible.
2 turnovers in the red zone, man. That's at least 6.
And we really could have another turnover because remember Mahomes fumbled the ball and we got it back.
Mahomes haven't had this is worst September. I mean, he just got his expectations so high. This one we could say is on the offense, but it's cool. I mean, it's just a game. We gotta win this whole season. The problem is this shit go? Is this sustainable? How we was playing? Them bad habits is gonna catch up. They done caught up to us.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is, bro. And let me get to the second half of the game. As a matter of fact, defensively, I just knew Mike Williams was eventually just gonna start going off on us, bro. And another thing that killed me is that they know the Chargers like to run those slants, dog, especially on third downs. That's what they like to do, man. That's what they're good at. And late in the game, when we had the opportunity to, stop them and get the ball back, Keenan Allen gets Deandre Baker on the slant, dog. Like, the slant is coming, bro. Like, how you fall for this, bro? And they did the same thing with Mike Williams too, bro. Like, y'all know they like to run the slant in those situations, bro.
Let me ask you something, Chuck.
What's up?
Do you feel different about Herbert after this win? What do you think about Herbert coming in here winning like that?
Listen, man, I got to give him props, man. He didn't seem phased at all. You know what I mean? He showed a lot more poise than Mahomes. I'm sorry. I got to keep it real. He showed a lot more poise than Mahomes. He looked a little more comfortable in the pocket and moving in the pocket too than Mahomes. I just got to keep it 100 on that, bro.
Yeah, he didn't have Bosa coming after him either, though.
Yeah, there is that because Bosa was dominating Niang. Niang got a welcome to the NFL rookie moment because this is technically Niang's rookie year, and Bosa gave him some lessons, bro. You gotta give him that. But Niang. But I'll say this: Niang will definitely grow from that. He'll definitely grow from getting that experience, having to go against one of the best pass rushers in the league, and it only help him get better.
He could have played worse. I mean, Bosa cold. Some players are just so good, man. They gonna do something, man. Like it's not like you gonna just be shutting them out every game. It ain't realistic. Myles Garrett, all them guys. Yeah.
Clarence, they do got fast linebackers. That's something we missing. We ain't got no speed in our linebacking core for real, dog. We look slow as heck right now.
Is Willie Gay go practice tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that myself, dude.
Hey, somebody, what's his name, handling business on Twitter said Chiefs fans think he Ray Lewis, man. We need Ray Lewis back, man. Bring Ray Lewis back. Shit. Man,
I ain't gonna go that.
I
ain't gonna go that far, but his presence is definitely missed right now. I'll definitely say that, bro. His presence is definitely missed.
Was Ward's presence missed?
You said who? Oh, nah, man. We still could have won that game without Ward.
You think Baker should start going for it?
Shoot, I mean, I wouldn't mind it, bro. Because really, I mean, what you really missing with Ward? Honestly, what are you really missing with him? Do you know?
No, I mean, if you want to see what Baker got, I just think Ward is better than Baker. I personally do. But if you said let's see what we got out of him, that's cool. But I think we really only got 2. He said start Baker. All right. I think we really just got 2 starters. Snead, they need to get back to blitzing Snead and using him like that, man. Stop trying to make him Richard Sherman. We need to get him. he need to be pass rushing. We can't get no pass rush. We need to use him blitzing way more. We got to get creative or something.
All right, so I want to go back to an earlier comment. Chris is talking about go
Mm.
get Josh Allen from Jacksonville. He did a young defensive end from Kentucky, or Danielle Hunter from Minnesota. Look, Chris, I mentioned it earlier, dog. My bad. I mentioned it earlier. We need a defense end. We need some cats to get home, bro.
Y'all know that ain't realistic this year, man.
I mean, it may not be, but we're addressing in the draft, shoot. And
Yeah,
like,
that's
here's
off
another thing.
season. We can't pick up nobody like we can't trade for nobody like that with Frank Clark.
Yeah,
Still on the
but
roster.
we'll get him off the books though. Frank Clark
Yeah,
can get off
off
the
season.
books.
Yeah, off season. I thought he was talking about like trade now.
Yeah, that's gonna be kind of tough to trade now, unfortunately. But Brad Veach really got to get in this bag, and it's not just him either. The scouts got to do a better job too, man, because we really need to get more athletic, especially in the front seven. We definitely need to get more athletic, bro. Like I need some people that's gonna get from sideline to sideline, and I need some cats that's gonna know how to get home, bro.
See, and y'all say this week you saying that, I've been saying that we need the athleticism the first couple weeks, but right now it wasn't even the front seven as much. That secondary is just it's not good either. I mean, Honey Badger, all pro.
My thing is this though. You know this book. You know this about football. A strong front seven can mask what's going on in the secondary to an extent.
But when you don't have one, then what? When you don't have that pass rush like that, then what?
Yeah, then it all goes to shit, man. Basically.
Why can't we go get a dog at corner?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like Brett Veach ain't tried. You know what I mean?
But
he tried to get Jalen. He tried to get Minka.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I was about to say, no disrespect, but trading for former first round picks, I ain't talking about like that. I'm talking about a top corner. Andy Reid usually, through his career, his history, he would always go get a corner. Even when he first came here, we went and got Sean Smith. He made sure we had a top-notch corner, it seemed like. But I don't know.
Yeah, it's just
We forgot about that.
Yeah, it's just that like if we're not gonna get like a consistent full-time shutdown corner that's like one of the best in the league, that front seven gotta be right. Yeah, right now that front seven is not playing well.
Yeah, and that's where we spending the money at. But
we spent the second most money on defense in the league, and the majority of it has gone to the defensive line, and they are not getting home, bro. And Chris just said it: a corner means nothing with no pass rusher. I said, you know that, Chris. So, but overall, man, I feel. But here's the thing: I want to address this. Country mentioned this on Twitter yesterday, and he may be right, dude. Like, he said that Andy really wants to win his 100th game against his former team in the Eagles.
Oh my
and I
God.
just laughed at that. I just laughed at that because watch it come true, man. Watch the Chiefs just get their act together all of a sudden next Sunday in Philly. And we just dominate the game, bro.
Man, if we lose to Philly, the house is on fire, man.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, they should be trying to do that anyway, not for his 100th win. I mean, come on, man. Come on, country, man.
I just found it hilarious, dude, because, hey, man, listen. The way these games been turning out lately, the past two games, Patrick Mahomes with critical turnovers late in the game, I don't know, man. It might be something to it, maybe. But I want to address Patrick real quick. People was giving me hell on Twitter. Some people was giving me hell on Twitter yesterday for what I said about Patrick. I said, look, I'm not putting the full blame on Patrick, all right? But he is part of the reason why we lost these last two games, bro. Let's be honest with yourselves here. He has made some terrible mistakes. Like that Baltimore game on Sunday night, we was up 11 points. We didn't need a heroics right there. We didn't need that. Like you just eat that and live the fight another day. Trust your defense, bro. And then this game, he was talking about in the press conference saying that him and Travis had some miscommunications, but at the end there was 3 Chargers defenders in the area anyway. that ball should not have been thrown regardless, dude.
But
So
that same stuff you complained about now, 90% of the time he complete that, and it ain't no problem. He do it every time. He always throwing with 3 people on with the game on the line. Tyreek, remember against the Ravens, it was 4 or 5 people right there.
yeah, but but he threw it to a spot where only Tyreek can get it. Man, it's hard to cover Tyreek, bro. Let's be honest, it's hard to cover Tyreek like that.
That pass was a little bit off. If he could have threw it right where just Kelsey could have got his feet in, and if he would have caught it, we wouldn't have been surprised.
Yeah, maybe.
He just had this game was on him. I'm with you. This game was on him. I ain't gonna say last game was on him.
Yeah.
This game was on him. Yeah. We should have won. We didn't score 30 points.
Yeah, McLaren's made a point. You need to see what happened in Tampa, but I'm not gonna put it all on Patrick in that Super Bowl, bro. Like we already discussed it.
Come on. We can't put that on him, man.
Right. We already discussed it. He's playing with a Division III offensive line that night, bro. I'm not about to do that.
Defense wasn't good. Nobody was good. Nah.
See, Paul said Tyreek's only had 11 targets the last 2 weeks. Well, Paul, the offense got to change some things, man, because every team all of a sudden they done caught on to what Tampa did in that Super Bowl, and it seemed like every team is playing that 2 deep coverage. They cover 2 deep coverage, and they try to take Tyreek away. They try to take away the big play, and just live with the Chiefs going underneath with Kelsey.
Well, just throw the Kelsey and throw the Tyreek. Ain't that what Country
said? Hey, Country said we was fine in there.
See what happens?
Now listen, our offense, yeah, we are still scoring 30 points a game. Yeah, that's good. But we have also left points on the board too. We should really be having more points on the board these last 2 games, honestly.
Man, they need somebody. That third option got to step up, man. If not, playoffs gonna be tough, man. When people they know only Kelsey and Tyreek, that it's been working, but it's not sustainable, man. Somebody got to step up.
I'm just ready for a team to all of a sudden double Kelsey and then play Tyreek deep, and then what? You know, is somebody really gonna step up in that situation?
I'd rather double team Tyreek and let y'all drive down the field slowly but surely and try to get a stop than just letting Tyreek beat me deep. We can live with Kelsey just getting them catches as long as we tackle him. Nobody else gonna get over 50 yards. You're not worried.
They need to give it to Reek and crossers and screens. Yeah, Chris. They got to switch it up, bro. They got to.
He ain't forcing it to him. Like, Tyreek is good enough. You still should just force him the ball a little bit.
I mean, I'm with you on that, bro. And it's like this. Even though we are still scoring, we are getting a little predictable, too, as far as how we're attacking defenses. Like, I think I was in the space yesterday, and shout out to my boy CJ. He's over there with, Arrowhead Pride doing some things, or Arrowhead Live, one of them joints. But he talked about how we basically have big play syndrome currently, because our offense seems to be looking for the home run quite often, and Patrick wants to go downfield, but it's not there. And at times he don't want to take what the defense gives him. And I thought in week 1 against Cleveland, him and Tyreek, they did a great job linking up and taking what the defense gives them. Tyreek was just finding a hole in the zone and just sitting down, and Patrick would find them. And I felt like that was going to continue moving forward as far as, Patrick maturing as a quarterback in general. And, they looking for that big play a lot.
Another thing, how he was talking about them screens and crossers, Tyreek, them runs and stuff, we usually can get him a couple, but that's all that's been working for McCole. So can't do it too much. You got to get McCole the ball somehow. So he taking all them plays.
Yeah.
That little motion where what's that RPO, whatever.
Yeah, we'll put Tyreek in motion at times, fake the jet sweep.
Yeah.
Or at times, we'll put Tyreek in motion like he's taking the jet sweep, and then he'll catch it, out the backfield.
And toss it to him and shit. Yeah, that shit. McCole taking all them plays, man.
Yep. And then and speaking of our receiving core, man, I was looking forward to seeing Byron Pringle step up. You know what I mean? He had increased the snap count. He had a few more opportunities, but we just don't have a reliable third option right now, unfortunately.
You know when you little and you playing the game with somebody younger or somebody older, and you tell them to run the opposite way when they playing the game. What's up with Demarcus Robinson, man?
Dude, why is he? I don't get why he's so infatuated with running backwards, man.
How is he
I
doing
really
that,
don't.
man?
That's annoying, bro. That's really annoying me right now. Chris said, I hear you on the third and fourth options stepping up, but not a lot of defense had the type of talent to cover Kelsey and Reed. Yeah, you got a point there, Chris, but we started to see it every week. Every week, teams are pretty much playing that same scheme against us, man. Put safeties over the top on Tyreek.
Yeah, we gotta have something, man. Is
Hey,
that what we need?
It's
Get
about
him
that
to
time,
Buffalo,
Kevin.
man.
Hey, Kevin, Sunday Night Football. I will be in the building.
Let's get it.
All right, so McCall is strictly a guy. I mean,
Maybe.
at this point, he might just be a gadget, and that's it. McCall might just be a gadget guy, man.
Hey, that's why you bring in, man. So what's up? What's up with Josh? Go ahead, man. What's up with Josh Gordon?
All right. Let's talk about. All right, we'll get to Josh Gordon here. Okay, so Josh Gordon got signed to the practice squad with intentions of him being on the roster at some point this season once he gets his condition up and once he gets the playbook down. Now, I just want people to know that Josh Gordon turned 30. He's 30 years old. This ain't Josh Gordon at 22 dominating with the Cleveland Browns. This ain't that, bro. He's gone through hell and back. He's gone through hell and back to get a lot of chances in the league. You know what I mean? And this is another opportunity for him. But I just want people to be cognizant that he is 30 years old now. So, yeah, Josh Gordon, before, yes, the guy is talented. He knows how to get open. He has great ability. But at 30 years old, I just don't know, man. I just don't know.
I'm feeling that 30-year-old remark. Damn. I'm 30, man. Damn.
You know what I mean? So, and people was clamoring for Josh Gordon like years ago when he was going through what he was going through off the field. And now we finally get him at 30 years old. Like, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't know, man. He ain't been good in 8 years. Like that Browns year that we always talk about was 8 years ago, bro. Like that's a long time ago.
That's a long ass time ago. And you know what's crazy? He was high and drunk while playing football, and he was doing all that, bro.
Man,
that's incredible. That's some alien type stuff.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. And he can't. But they don't test for marijuana no more, right?
No, they don't.
So okay, hopefully he's sober, man. Everything cool, man. Hopefully.
And like Aaron Ladd from Channel 41 News, sports anchor, he had mentioned Josh Gordon's stats of the last 70 years. You know what I mean, since that incredible season in Cleveland. He mentioned how Josh Gordon has caught 86 passes and like what's that, 1,700 yards and 6 touchdowns over his last few years. So like
that's still more than our number 2.
Yeah, we just got to know if Josh Gordon gonna be able to stay on the field, man. We just got to know if nothing else is gonna happen with him off the field. Is he gonna be reliable week for week to be out there for us?
I don't think that's realistic to have them type of expectations. Hopefully we wrong, man. Like hopefully, but I don't think we should be going into it thinking like we done seen this like fucking Freddy versus Jason, man. You done watch Friday the 13th, 1, 2, 3. Come on, man. I don't know. I hope he cool though, man.
I mean, I hope he is too, man. But we'll just have to see on that, man.
Even if he a little bit of what he was.
Right.
What's up with y'all and Brandon Cooks, man?
Man, I like Brandon Cooks. He's been productive everywhere he's gone, but he's always one big hit away from getting hurt.
That's why I say no.
See, Chris said if he can really be reliable on third down in the red zone, that'd be cool. I mean, that's all we really need him for. That's really all what we need him for. And because we're missing that right now. You know, Sammy doing his thing in Baltimore right now while he's currently healthy. Yes, you seen yesterday in that Detroit game on 4th and 19 when the Raiders needed a big play to keep themselves alive in the game. Lamar was able to hit Sammy on that 4th and 19.
Yep. Yeah, if he 80% of the one, he would. Shit,
not T.O., man. Not T.O., man.
Have him doing the sit-ups in front of Arrowhead, man. I'm about that thirsty, man.
Well, Paul, here's the thing, though. I'm not saying. I'm not saying. Here's the thing, Paul. He's productive. He gets 1,000 yards, but like I said before earlier, he can't take them big hits just because of his frame. You know what I mean?
He injury prone. Yeah. Them concussions, that's different too, man. When you getting concussions, how many concussions has he had?
I want to say he had about 3. But let me ask you this, Bug. I want to go back to the game for a second. Was that pass interference on Deandre Baker during that game?
Come on, man. Come on, man. Like, I'm not even saying the ref's the reason we lost. I ain't saying none of that shit. Nothing like that. But come on, bro. Like, damn. On 4th down, man. Why? I don't understand why we got replays if we can't get shit like that right, man. With the game on the line, like, that shit pointless, man. 4th and 9, you don't call that?
Bro,
I mean, you call that? Come on, man.
Bro, and you see that CBS didn't even bother to show replay. That's how you know it was some bullshit.
I heard them say that on the. I didn't see that part. They showed the replay at the stadium, clear.
It's ridiculous, bro. And then like at the end, you know, the Hail Mary stuff. Like, yeah, Tyreek got interfered with, but it's rare that they call that. But Terry McCauley, he's a former ref in the league, and he mentioned something about that Hail Mary stuff. He was saying like, there's no Hail Mary exception in the rule book, and he was never given guidance to never call in his entire officiating career. He said it's rarely called because it's rarely a foul in that play. And he said that it should have been called. PI should have been called the Hail Mary, and it should always be called in that situation. And then he also mentioned how, and then he also got on somebody that said that it wasn't a PI, and he showed on the replay that, you know, Mans was holding and grabbing Tyreek all the way.
That shit is clear.
It's clear as day, right, bro.
Said I ain't saying that's the reason we lost, but come on, right, man, that shit. That Pat, you can't do that to Baker, man, because Keenan Allen was doing what he wanted to do. That was him getting back, man. Like, he would have got that. We would have been saying Baker had a good game. Like, that would have. Come on, man. Yeah, that's.
I like what I saw from
call, man.
I like what I saw from Baker, man. And then like I had mentioned this before the game even started that Baker played well against that team last year when the game really didn't matter. You know what I mean? But and then yesterday he showed out too, man. It's just that, you know, when Keenan Allen got on that slant, you know, I was upset about that. But other than that, he played well. He got hold. He got hold at the end of that pass interference call, which is terrible.
Yeah, that shit.
It's crazy, man. But, you know,
I'm happy Andy cool too, man. That was scary, man, hearing that.
Yeah, I was about to mention Andy. We are glad that Big Red is doing well, man. You know, Chiefs just mentioned how he was dehydrated. You know, that's all it was. He didn't have enough fluids in his system, but it's some great news, man. It's great news that he's doing well, and, you know, he's going to be amped up. He's going to be amped up, excited, and ready to face his former team that he coached against. So,
yeah, that'll be good to get his 100th win. I don't think he did it on purpose, but like country. But that'll be dope. That's a good storyline.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. It's just funny. It's just funny because we really haven't seen Patrick do that, though. in late in the game like that in critical situations. We haven't seen that.
It's bound to happen how he play. I mean, it's just always been working. That's the only thing. We've been getting spoiled with his play, man. He been playing that good. Like, he done got 3 picks now. What's that? Is that 3 picks or 4 picks this year?
You got 3 picks this year.
3 picks. And we already like, damn. Because he ain't never threw a pick in September ever. That's crazy.
Yep. Yeah,
like, he finally threw 3. Now it's like.
Yep. And he got 2 else in September now. You know, he was undefeated in September. So.
Mm-hmm.
But my thing is this, though. Some people criticize Patrick, man. They really don't think he's a guy that can control the offense like that. And, like, I don't think that's true, bro. I mean, Patrick, he's usually a good job. He usually does a good job of distributing the ball, man. Like he be hitting like 8 different receivers, 9 different receivers, 7 different receivers. You know, in spite of how our current receiving core is, you know what I mean. But I would like him to trust the pocket a little more because yesterday, like I mentioned earlier, he was a little skittish in that pocket at times, man. Like, he's still trying to mature in that area as far as like trusting the new offensive line in that matter.
I think he don't trust them receivers.
I mean, that too.
Got them pressing.
Yep. Chiefs gonna kill Andy. Nah, man. Nah, Kevin, I don't agree with that, bro. Andy's just fine, man. Where's Country? Well, Country got some business to handle currently, Paul. You know, he couldn't hop on, but he'll be on the next one. Tom Brady got 200 receptions, so Pat good. Yeah. But I will say this. Tom Brady, you can still make a case for him to being the best quarterback in the league too, man. Brady, he's a master at managing the game. He's a master at taking what the defense gives him. And, like, you know, Patrick, he's not as good. I mean, he's right up there, but he's not as good as Brady as far as managing the game. You know what I mean? So, not saying that Patrick's not good. He's still one of the best quarterbacks in the league, if not the best, but Tom Brady is different. So, but I will say this. Instead of, like, watching some of that Brett Favre film, you know, he may have to tap into some of that Brady film a little bit too. So.
Yeah. I mean, Brady to go. The only Chiefs fans think Mahomes is better. I love Mahomes, but come on, man.
Yep.
It's a reason he's the GOAT, for real. But Mahomes there, man. I'm not worried about Mahomes. He lost this game. This is one of his few games I could say he lost.
I'm not concerned either.
Yeah, he's still Mahomes. He got to take this L. They all do. But for the most part, when we lose, I don't think it'd be his fault for the most part. This one I don't. This one I do, but yeah.
Yeah, definitely, Paul.
I don't think he would have got it anyway. He didn't look good.
Chris, I'm gonna address that real quick because I said it too. The Rams had a great chance of winning that game yesterday when AB was ruled out due to him being on the COVID-19 list. I think that game might be a little different if AB was still out there because AB's presence alone, you know, AB's great ability as a receiver, he causes matchup nightmares, and without him out there, it'll be a little tougher for Tampa Bay to score going against a defense like the Rams have been, you know, especially when they have Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey out there. Of course, Clarence. I mean, I'm gonna give it time, man. It was only week 3, though. I'm gonna give it some time, but I would love for Andy Reid to trust the run more. I would love that moving forward. We need a little more balance.
Yeah, we need more balance. Hopefully the run game can run like they did last week consistently, then we'll be cool. That would change a lot.
So, you know, it's on the Philly, man. You know, I'm over this game. You know what I mean? I was disappointed. I was upset, but I wasn't upset like that because of what's to come, you know, this week. So other than that, Boog, I mean, you got any final words before we head out?
No, we're cool, man. We'll get back winning this week. Number 100 for Reed, right? We'll get this.
100 for Reed and Philly.
Raiders and the Chargers play against each other, and Baltimore play Denver. We good.
Yep, exactly. So with that being said, man, we're gonna head on out of here. Appreciate everybody for tuning in to another episode of Kingdom Cast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment, share on all your social media platforms. Until the next episode, we out of here.
Peace.